A man has been arrested on child porn charges. He said, I really shouldn't be punished that severely because the porn was only of kids that I didn't know. This is Ronald Lynn, a Daytona Beach, Florida man. He reportedly admitted to police that he does have a problem with liking kids. He was arrested a couple days ago on child porn charges. Police said that Lynn did admit he had downloaded and viewed child porn on a bunch of different occasions, and that he also shared those child porn files on peer-to-peer file sharing networks. After questioning, detectives told Lynn that they had a search warrant. They executed it. They seized computers, DVDs, CDs, a camera, and several other items. One of the hard drives seized, police said a forensic examination found, contained an estimated 150 suspected child porn videos. He was taken into custody, and police say that as he was being brought through the police station, he said, quote, "The child porn I was downloading was only of kids I didn't know. None of them are real. I don't make my own videos, I promise. Maybe we can work this out since they are not local girls." Lynn is charged with 2 counts of promotion of sexual performance by a child, and then 18 counts of possession of photos of sexual performance by a child. Bail set just over $200,000. What was he trying to say when he said these are not any kids that I know? That he's not a child molester, that he was just viewing stuff he found online? He's attracted to kids. Maybe he got this stuff from Jared from Subway. He seems to be having his own child porn problems, but that he's not actually physically involved with any of these children?
It sounds like that's what he's trying to say. He was not involved with the production of these videos. He doesn't know anything about them, and he just views them. So, we've talked about this type of thing a lot. The law is the law, but it's a tricky situation when you have someone who might only be viewing this type of thing and not actually taking his frustrations out on children,
Right.
right?
Not all pedophiles or hebophiles, I don't know how it's pronounced, are child molesters, right? For most of them, for many of them, it remains a fantasy in their minds, and that's it. Sort of like any sexual fantasy someone may have. It may contain activity that is legal or illegal. So should there be a significant discrepancy in terms of the punishments for someone who views child porn versus someone who produces child porn versus someone who is actually having sex with little kids? Or should we just say, listen, these are all such depraved acts that they should all be very severely punished?
Yeah, that is the question. And should there be a discrepancy as well between those who download and view it and keep it and those who share what they have already downloaded, on peer-to-peer services and things like that? If they are disseminating this stuff, should there be a harsher penalty in that case?
Yeah, because he did say that in spite of the fact that none of these are kids that he knows, that he not only was downloading this stuff, he was also sharing it and making it available to others. By all reasonable assessments, that would be an aggravating factor in thinking of what the sentencing should be if he is indeed found guilty legally.
Yes, it's an interesting situation, and I'd say this guy's probably in a lot of trouble. He's going to get the book thrown at him here.